man. Well, you know, you gotta, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to, you know, but I've always believed in, you know, facing things head on. And yeah, it's just like, you know, in order to grow as an artist, like I kind of live by, you know, like anytime I've had the opportunity to work with somebody I want to work with or whatever it is, I always welcome it. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, let's get down, especially as an MC. Cause I'm like, I'll fucking rap on whatever, you know what I mean? Like, give me a beat, whatever it is, let's go. Give me a beatbox. I don't give a fuck, you know? But, yeah, man, I always look forward to that. And like, it's just natural growth, man. You can't stay stagnant, you know? And it's like, it's just natural for me. It's like the way it's always evolved, you know? Like, it's just like, you don't even realize the steps that are moving forward, but then you look back like every 5 years, you're like, damn, man, 5 years ago was the first time we did this, the first time, you know, and it's like, I also, me and my band, especially the lead singer of my band, George, Genre Free, we like talk about all the time, man, how we like manifest this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Being like, thinking something into existence out of thin air and then putting the time and, you know, the money and the organization behind it. And then, you know, when you're backstage at whatever, the House of Blues, after you sell it out and headline it, fucking, you know what I mean? You're like, remember when we did that shit? Remember when we like thought that shit into existence? And that's real important for me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just like really putting your mind to something and making it happen, you know, and like, and just knowing that you can do that. And whether it's music or in life, I think that's really important, man. And one of the biggest things, man, and kind of like, so I went and got vaccinated just because like I had COVID already, didn't give a fuck. And I was like, you know what? I just want to be able to like, I want to pass joints with people, man. Like, I don't really take dabs and shit like that. It gets me way too high. You know what I mean? I smoke blunts. This is a giant blunt. I smoke blunts all day long. You know what I mean? I feel good as fuck. I'll go work out or some shit. You know what I mean? But like taking dabs, I'm just high. Eating edibles and shit, I'm just high and hungry and shit. But like, I really miss, man, like, you know, you pass a pen around, you just hit it and go away. Like, if you're at a concert or some shit, you got to roll a blunt. It's like, you got to like be together and like come together and just, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like the ultimate icebreaker. I don't know. Everything about weed, man, like actual fucking marijuana, not like wax and fucking, you know, whatever, fucking crazy rigs, all this shit. I'm just like, if I'm, you know, rolling a joint and passing that shit around, man, it's like, it's good for humanity. It's good for the soul. You know what I mean? And like, it's been, you know, the only time I used to not smoke was before I work out in the morning. And then like fucking, I was running a lot at the time, running like 5 miles a day and shit. And I started smoking before I ran. I'd save like a mile off my time or some shit. I was like, man, I'm just smoking all the time now, like nonstop. But I think I love weed, man. I honestly think it's great for people. Like the dispensary that we're getting ready to open up, it's a craft grow or a micro grow. So it's like everything, we have to grow and sell everything out of it ourselves. Like we can't buy from anybody else or sell to anybody else. And we have the we have the license to make wax and everything, but we don't have the insurance. You gotta have like a bomb-proof building insurance, and we don't have that. So everything's just gonna be focused on like really, really high quality, strong ass herb. And we got a couple different strains that test over 30% that are just super ridiculous. Like I got this kosher tangy, man, that just, it's amazing. I don't know, it was actually blessed by a rabbi, but I say it was. Like it's some of my favorite shit, man. Like everybody in Chicago loves it, man. It's like some of my favorite shit by far. For us, like we never really like toured with the bigger band. We've always done everything independent, you know? So like we traveled the whole country independently, like went through so many vans and shit. But like the last few shows we did before COVID hit and everything was like, we opened for Sublime a bunch, opened for Dirty Heads a bunch. And that's kind of, my band's like a little bit more like reggae rock and shit, but still like super jazzy and hip hop. And those were super, super dope shows, like fucking selling out the House of Blues, headlining it ourselves, shit like that was amazing. But as far as tour stories, like it was just crazy. You know, we like this one time we bought a short bus and we fucking drove it ourselves. You know, we just bought it like the tiny little bit, and there were no seatbelts in it, and you could drink in it. Whoever was driving couldn't drink, but you could drink. So we're literally just standing up partying the whole time. Like bus breaks down like over a fucking giant bridge in the Gulf of Alabama. We had to like walk on this highway with semis coming down. This whole bridge shaking. It's like a mile down to go get this part. That shit didn't work. Ended up still making it to South by Southwest from there, you know what I mean? Ended up kicking it with Odd Future, like meeting them right on their come up and shit. And just a bunch of crazy shit, man. Like just a bunch of wild ass nights, man. You know what I'm saying? Like days on end where you look at the sun, it's 6:30 and you're like, they're going up or coming down though. And you don't know. It could go either way. You know what I mean? I miss it so much, man. I miss it so much. When I first started touring with the band, like I said, we probably played at least realistically 350 shows. When I first joined the band, you know, I was 21, everybody else was like 25, 24, and we just played any and every show. We played 7 nights a week for anything, and we slowly progressed to being like, man, we can't just keep sleeping on random people's hardwood floors every night and shit. So like slowly progressed, you know. Now like when shit comes back, you know, we're like it looks like we're gonna tour with Sublime, with Rome, hopefully at the end of the summer. But I miss it, man. I miss it so much. And we're not sleeping on hardwood floors as much anymore, but still like every now and then a fucking wild night. You never know when you're gonna end up.